Ring. I don't know the tune.
How do you expect to sing it for 22 minutes?
We just do.
So you're about to start choking yourself with the pop filter.
Dallas man takes pet chickens on daily walks.
My name is Dallas Man. Get it?
No.
My name is Dallas, Man.
Oh, okay.
See, here's the thing. If I lived in Florida and my last name was actually Man, I would totally name one of my kids Florida.
We have a real life Florida man.
Yeah.
If my last name was Man,
That way, any of his accomplishments are just Florida Man.
my first kid would be named I'm the.
Woman
Would your
fell
second kid
from
be you that?
woman fell from balcony during threesome after argument over position.
Would the druggy one be named Fuck the?
Yep. My fourth kid would be named.
I'm the fourth.
I'm the fourth man.
Don't have a cow. Fuck, there's too many words there.
The cow can be the middleman.
Don't have
Middleman. That's my second kid. And then my third kid is... So you guys just want to do a topic?
I don't care.
Okay. Let's do...
Something interesting.
Some people aren't getting their dogs vaccinated because they don't want their pets to become autistic.
What the fuck?
Teacher who cartwheeled without underwear given probation.
I do that all the time. In my kilt. And then in my full ball gown of sequins.
What? Ball gown?
Yeah,
Plastic garbage patch bigger than Mexico found in the Pacific.
that's not news. I'm pretty sure I was aware of that.
Yeah, it's Garbage Island.
Yeah, Garbage Island. No, there's a thing in The Simpsons. There's an episode of The Simpsons where Willie's talking about the kilt, and he's like, "We use the kilt in daily occasions and formal occasions, but we didn't wear it on the battlefield. No, when we go to the battlefield, we don a full ball gown, all the way to the floor, covered in sequins. The idea was to blind the enemy with glamour." And then the wind blows through and his skirt lifts up and everybody's like, "Oh," and he's just like, "Bloody Puritans." What member of the firefight crew would make the best friend?
I got this one.
Down for it?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Anthony's never seen Firefly.
Fuck you, Anthony. You suck.
You can just be quiet
You're
for 30
shucking
minutes.
this shit up. What fellowship member would be the best lover?
I don't like
Fellowship.
any of them, so.
Fellowship member.
Fellowship of the Rings.
From what?
Fellowship of the Rings.
Oh, okay.
What Mortal Kombat character would make the best friend?
Scorpion.
Yeah, because anytime he's having a party, he's like, "Get over here!"
That'd be the
And
best
drink.
part about it. That'd be the best part about it. You know what's great, though? You know what's great? I've been recording this entire time, so it's a great place to start. Welcome to the Loud Table Podcast. I'm your host, Matthew Gadget Ross. This is the Twice a Week podcast in which we get together and discuss the secrets of the universe and bullshit. I'm joined today by my co-host, Chris.
It's Scorpion.
Anthony.
I forgot your name, Anthony. I'm going to be honest with you.
Oh my god. So
I've known
unimportant.
you for many a year.
A good 3.
I do that all the time.
And then James.
I'm out of liquid.
Hey!
Agua?
Yeah, do
Mogwais?
SA.
You're out of
Do
Mogwais?
SA. Do SA. It's actually terrible.
You're speaking Spanish there, right? Do essay? Do essay?
No, I'm a
Oh, killing it.
I'm a teacher. Do your essay.
I'm the best. Anyways, guys, so you just heard the topic. Today's topic is what Mortal Kombat character would make the best friend?
See, it was a great intro. However, the problem here is now I've blown my best material.
Yeah, you blew your load immediately. So, all right, so let's just go through it. So, Scorpion,
I make a pill
like you
for
said,
that.
call you over, get over here and drink. My problem is, like, he'd be the ultimate hype man, I feel, but I
Yeah.
don't feel like he'd be, like, really friendly to you. He'd be breathing fire all over the place.
You know, Scorpion's one motorcycle away from being Ghost Rider.
Yeah. He really is.
He'd be
Thanks for that, Anthony.
Yeah, he'd be breathing fire all over the place. I don't. What's Scorpion's backstory? Isn't he a demon at this point or something?
Well,
No,
so apparently his
I don't know.
backstory is he used to be a regular ninja like Sub-Zero, but Sub-Zero's clan fucked over his clan.
And then he went to hell.
Yeah, and he went to hell
And now
came
he's
back.
a demon man,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Yeah, he'd be breathing fire. He'd be bringing demons. He'd burn flaming holes in the ground every time.
Well,
he
here's the
came
thing:
up.
if he was your buddy, though, it'd be fine because he'd only do that to the people you don't like.
Well, you say that until you go over, until you invite him over for a drink, and then he like throws up, but he throws up fire.
Burns your
He's
freaking
drunk as
apartment
fuck.
down.
He's just.
We'll just have outside parties. Is all.
Hold on, guys.
He'd be great at a barbecue, though.
Hold on, guys. I gotta get another beer.
No, who else would be great at a barbecue though? Baraka. He'd be great for the shish kebabs and cutting up shit. And he'd be great at it.
I
I'll
just-
tell you
I-
right now, boys. I'll talk all night about.
Jax would be the
Mortal
motherfucker
Kombat.
you'd hire for like security, though.
Yeah.
Here's the thing with Baraka. Baraka, I feel, would be a great friend, be a weird roommate. Because he just strikes me as the type of guy who would, he works at a freaking hibachi grill. And
I can see that.
he comes home after a long damn night. He smells like food. All he just does, he goes straight to the kitchen, grabs some beer, and just sits on the couch. You're like, hey, man, how you doing? Yeah, whatever. It's just one of those type of guys at the end of the day, though.
You know who would also be great at barbecue? Hammer Eye. You would love those barbecues, Rick.
Here's the thing: Sub-Zero would be pretty dope as like a party friend.
Because he'd be able to keep your liquor cold.
Yeah, always cold beers. All the
Exactly.
time.
Your vodka's ice cold all the time.
You
Fridge
get one
goes
of
out.
those,
Just
Yeah, you get one of those like stupid drunk like sorority chicks. The beer is hot.
chill out.
Yeah, actually, I would rather see him freeze that type of bitch than cool her
But
beer off.
one of my favorite things though would be, you know how like his hands are like frozen now? Would just be like, that'd be a great party trick of just like pretend to be mad at each other and you hit his hand with a fucking hammer and it just shatters everybody's like, holy shit! He just broke the fucking guy's hand into bits! And then he's just like, ah! And he grows it back with moisture in the air and he's like, I got all you motherfuckers! And we're like, me and Sub-Zero. What up, fam?
Johnny
We're the
Cage would
best.
be hella good at a party, though. He'd be that
Dude,
hypest
Johnny
hype man.
Cage, Johnny
He'd
Cage would be
bird dog
the
your
worst
girls.
at the party.
Yeah,
though.
he'd steal your girl.
Normally when you see a girl,
He's
you got
Mr. Steer.
paparazzi hanging around because he's a freaking celebrity.
Yeah.
Well, that would be the good part, would be like the celebrity of it, of just like, man, we're getting, you know what we doing tonight?
You-
what are we
you're
doing
not
tonight,
really-
Johnny Cage? We going out to the fucking club, dog. We getting bottle service. We MVPs up in there,
Here's
VIP,
the thing.
bitch. And it's like, whoa,
You're
shit,
not
Johnny
friends with Johnny Cage.
Oh,
You're just
shit.
part of the entourage.
Yeah,
so.
you're friends with Johnny Cage. Johnny Cage is not friends with you, though.
Yeah.
You're just there, you know? You're just part of the crew. He just needed to fill his quota of weird white guys.
Yeah.
That's why I'm there. Who else we got? Raiden. Raiden would save you a bunch of fucking money on your electric bill.
Yeah.
He just be like, yo, Raiden, would you mind coming over, dog, and just like jump starting my bank of batteries?
Yeah.
Except for he'd do that Superman to you over and over again because a fucking dick. My favorite thing about Raiden wasn't his animality. He turned into a shark.
Something
I
like
want to
that.
say he
Yeah.
turned into a shark. And it's like, what do sharks have to do with the god of electricity? Like
have a
lightning.
neck, though?
That's fucking dumb. What?
Do they have a neck?
Raiden? Yeah. He
Shark-
is a
Is
shark.
he a shark or
Yeah,
is he a
I got
sheep?
I got it. I got it.
Wow, Matt missed a Futurama joke for a second.
No, I got it immediately. I just thought it was... I just didn't think it was funny.
So I think Melina would be funny to have at a party because she's half Tarkata. So, Melina,
Yeah.
the one that's half Tarkata, that's always got her face covered up
Yeah.
because she's got the razor sharp teeth. You like walk over to your buddy like, dude, she said she want to give you a blowjob.
Dude, that girl totally wants the fucking dick. Go holler at her. She been eyeing you all night, dog. And he's like, for real? And then you like, yeah, for real, dog. For real. She give you a crazy fan dance, boy. What up? And he's just like, hell yeah. And then he wanders on over and he's like, they're drunk and they're chatting a little bit or whatever. And then he goes, he's like, why don't you take down that mask? Blah, blah, blah. And he like goes in for the kiss and he pulls the mask down or whatever. And there's like,
Yeah, the Tarkata teeth.
he's like, oh shit.
Also, this is where I just realized Anthony really is
A
a
Mortal
huge
Kombat fan.
Mortal Kombat
Also-
fan
yeah.
because he knew what their race is called. I never knew what Baraka's race is called.
I also
They're
feel
Tarkatas.
I feel like the sad thing is I feel like I have enough friends that are just like their bar is so low that even like if they had a couple drinks in them, they would see that and they'd be like, whatever, fuck it. They'd still go
I
for
mean,
it.
I'd be okay with it just because it's fucking freaky and weird.
That's what you're into.
Yeah. At this point in my life, just I'll the weirdest
You
shit.
just
fuck
do it for the story of it.
Yeah.
One time I fucked a demon-looking bitch with some razor-sharp teeth. It was crazy, dude. Oh, man. Imagine having a house party with all these guys, though. It should be crazy. There'd be fire and
Is that what
lightning and
the topic
ice
actually
going
is now?
everywhere.
Is not which would be the best friend?
Who would be the best house party? Who would be the best to party with? Okay,
Yeah.
we've changed it now. Party on, dude. Let's see here. Liu
Party
Kang.
on, Garth.
Liu Kang. Well, how are you feeling about Liu Kang? Liu Kang.
He'd be a real
Interesting
downer.
guy, but
Yeah, I don't feel like bicycle kicks would be very useful at a party. Maybe he'd be able to like bicycle kick the keg, like once it's empty and like juggle it with his legs. Maybe that would be like a fun thing. Like, holy shit, dude, he's juggling with his legs. That's fucking.
He also does the fireball thing though, so he could do like
he
magic
can do a
and stuff.
fire pit. If you're doing like if you have like a fire pit, he's just like he's doing crazy shit around it.
you know who I feel would be like really excellent at keg stands? Just like generally like just chugging. Kano. I don't know why. I just feel that guy
Kano.
could like throw back some booze.
I mean, he's uber Australian,
Yeah.
Well, there you go. There's that. All right.
so he wouldn't do a keg stand. He'd just be holding the keg upside down above him and just walking through the party.
He
know
just
who'd
uses
be-
his laser eye to just pop a hole in the keg and just.
guys.
Shotgun the entire thing.
Yes.
We're missing the best party animal, which is Goro.
Goro.
Goro would be the fucking bomb. He'd have a keg in each fucking hand.
Instead of double fisting,
And he'd be-
he's quad fisting.
Yeah, he'd
over
have
it.
two. He'd have a keg in each hand, right, holding it up, and then the other hands would have the things in his mouth, and he'd be like, and he'd be like, "Rah!" and he'd just like pick up 2x4s and just snap them in half, just getting hype. You know, he'd pick up your fucking, he'd
Here's the.
I can't
here's the-
remember the
I
name
don't
of the
think
tiger
Goro
one.
would be a great person to party with because property damage. There'd be a lot of it.
he would bring the fucking fire, dude. He would be the party.
Here's the thing: if you're partying at his place, fine, but you can't party at your place because you're not going to have a place when
If you're
done.
doing dope shit, he can cheer you on with 4 arms. He can do like the woo arm.
I'm still
with
just
4
trying
arms.
to process the mental image of Goro
Goro,
playing
Goro.
Edward 40 Hands with kegs.
Oh my god, that would be incredible. Playing Edward 40 hands with him, he'd be the best. He'd be the bomb diggity, dude. Oh man, I want to party with Goro.
Bring Quan Chi, and the party will never stop because somebody passes out, and you just, and they just keep walking around.
Yeah, I feel like,
I feel like Quan Chi would cheat at beer pong.
Mo, yeah.
dude, I feel like Jax and Kano would both cheat at beer pong too. Kano has the robot eye. It would have like precise telemetry. There we go. And shit like that. And he'd be like, bloop. Exactly.
Jax
and then
would just-
Jax has like an automatic thing in his arm. I feel like he's like.
No, the ones that are going to cheat are like Cyrax and Sector, the freaking
God,
robots.
yes,
They
yes.
just like take precise calculations.
Ermac.
What about a reptile?
Ermac is the perfect culmination of everybody, though.
Yeah.
He'd be the most like universal friend to have
Yeah.
around. Reptile, I've never liked as a Mortal Kombat character.
I feel like he would he'd be great for pranks. I guess.
Yeah.
His only deal that he would have that would make him like great. Nightwolf. I don't feel like Nightwolf would be very good.
He'd be kind of like
Nobody would
having
want
bird
Shang Tsung
person.
around.
I feel like he'd be a downer because you'd be outside or whatever, and you chug a beer, and then you throw the thing on the ground, and then he'd be like, doo doo doo. Sad Indian music.
Nightwolf would be kind of like having bird person around.
He can shapeshift into animals.
Like
Like
Nightwolf's in the right place in his head. He just doesn't know how to properly say it or act it.
So are we saying exclusive?
Let me get over here, man.
Exclusively Mortal Kombat characters, or all people that have existed in Mortal Kombat games as well?
Just Mortal Kombat universe.
Yeah, because
So I
then you
had
start
an
getting
argument.
into like
Smoke.
Freddy Krueger and Jason Voorhees.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I was about to
and
do.
Alien.
and yeah.
What's the
Leatherface,
guy's
all the good
name,
stuff.
With the razor blade hat.
Oh god.
That's Kung Lao.
Kung Lao.
Yeah.
Kung Lao doing some crazy like tricks with his hat.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
We haven't talked
here-
about many of the women.
Here's my question. Sonia. But have any of you seen the that live action Mortal Kombat series that they made for Machinima?
Yeah.
Yeah, the one
Dude,
that's
that
like
shit's not-
exclusively on YouTube.
dope.
You know how much of a fucking douche Johnny Cage looks in this picture?
God, that was so good.
Yeah, I mean, Johnny Cage is just a
I just
living
fight him,
douche.
dude.
You broke my sunglasses.
What? How do you feel Sonya would be?
So it'd be really interesting.
She's
tough
too
chick.
much of like
Think
an
she'd-
uptight.
I think
mom
she'd.
figure.
That means that she'd unwind whenever you got her drunk.
Yeah.
She'd be unwinding. She'd be making out with whoever. I feel like that's how it would go. In my mind, at least.
I mean, she does settle down with Johnny Cage.
There you go. And that motherfucker was wild. He was doing some crazy shit. I'm just saying.
Noob Saibot.
Tobias Spoon?
Yeah.
I'm not super into Mortal Kombat, so I don't know what a noob Saibot is.
He's
Saibot
basically the shadow version of Sub-Zero.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He does
Weird.
shadow magic instead of...
Noob Saibot is actually the name Tobias Spoon backwards, who's one of the people that works on Mortal Kombat.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sub-Zero was always my favorite character.
Ermac
Sub-Zero
actually,
is my favorite character.
Ermac is an accident.
Yeah. Wasn't he like a color palette switch by accident or something like that?
Era Macro is the actual name.
Yeah, and they basically took the story of him being made by Quan Chi as a culmination of all the best fighters and their abilities.
Yep.
Wait, I thought Ermac was the one that had like the telekinesis type stuff. Who am I thinking?
Ermac was the red cyborg ninja.
Okay, I'm thinking wrong person because I remember in like one of the newer Mortal Kombat X, whatever it was. I remember seeing the fatality. The one dude just like lifting people up off the ground with telekinesis and ripping their limbs off.
Reptile turns into a chimpanzee.
All right. I need
Does
to
that
look
make
at that.
sense?
I need
might
to.
have been Ermac.
So I'm looking at the list of animalities because this is what's going to decipher it for me. So Baraka turns into a vulture. Cyrax is
Lame.
the person that turns into a shark.
Okay.
Ermac turns into a frog. Hold on, I have to see like pictures of this. Oh man, it's not
Ermac's
clickable.
the
What
frog.
a fucking bullshit.
Ermac's
Jade
the
turns into a cat. Jax turns into a lion.
That's cool.
Johnny Cage turns into a kangaroo, which is great. Cabal turns into a skeletal rhinoceros. That's dope.
Yeah, and
could
Cabal's a
ride him
kind
in
of
the
cool
battle.
What
character.
about Cabal, dude?
He's a kind of cool character. I like his hook swords.
You could ride that into battle. You could ride him into the party. Like, what up, you motherfuckers?
Now, Cabal
You
would be
ready
the
for
one
this
that you
shit
could
right
do
here?
pranks with at the party really good. Like, you just, like, have him sneak up on someone, take off his mask. Look up what Cabal looks like under that damn mask. He's a scary-looking motherfucker. He doesn't have,
Yeah.
like, eyelids or some shit.
Yeah. I don't remember the exact, like, what he looks like, but he is weird.
Yeah.
Somebody who's not allowed to come to my party is Kano because he turns into a giant tarantula, and I'll fucking kill him. I'll smash him with a sledgehammer.
He turns into a tarantula, then constricts the opponent with his legs. He chokes somebody out as a tarantula.
That's how
That's pretty
Aussies do it.
Lame.
Katana turns into a rabbit.
Ah, dude, Katana would be dope.
Kung
I
Lao
like rabbits too.
Cheetah.
turns into a cheetah. Liu Kang turns into a dragon.
Lame.
Melina turns into a skunk.
The fuck?
Nightwolf turns into surprise.
A wolf?
Yeah. Noob Saibot turns into an anteater. That's the lamest. What do you turn into? Turn into an anteater.
Sucks the opponent into his snout.
So he turns into a large anteater.
Yeah.
Dude, question. Does anybody, you're a Mortal Kombat guy before we go through the rest of this, does anybody turn into a platypus?
No.
That would be my animality. That should be a topic. What would our animalities be and why? I would turn into one. Then we have Raiden is an electric eel. That makes a lot more sense. Rain is a small elephant. Reptile turns into a chimpanzee. Why does Reptile turn into a chimpanzee? That doesn't make any damn sense. That's fucking stupid.
Yeah, and his
My name is Reptile.
His
What do you turn
animality is
into?
actually-
a reptile. Okay, that makes sense. But
his animality, he chases the opponent away. He doesn't actually hit him. He just
that's the dumbest thing. Your name is Reptile. Turn into a python or something dope, but no, he turns into a fucking chimpanzee. What were they on? Were they all on opium when they fucking made that? That's
Scorpions is weird.
stupid. Scorpion turns into a penguin. That's fucking stupid. His name is Scorpion.
You realize they probably did that shit on purpose.
Fucking Scorpion.
They'd be expecting this.
Ice and
Let's
fire.
do 180.
All right, so Sector turns into a giant bat.
So wait, is Scorpion a Zorhai?
Scorpions is our high.
Shang Tsung turns into a cobra. Shiva
Turns into a
turns
scorpion.
into a giant scorpion.
she should be the one turning into a skunk. Scorpion should be turning into a scorpion.
So they had
Yeah.
They had it rendered. They had the scorpion. And they were like, you guys got that scorpion done for Scorpion? And they were like, yeah. And then they were like, all right, Shung, whatever the fuck, you do that over the weekend. You make sure it's lined up properly. And he's like, all right. But he hates his boss, he's making him work the weekend. So he was just like, fuck them. He switched it around. What was that motherfucker? What was the caveman that we hated?
Ugg?
No, we liked Ugg. It was,
yeah.
Was it Bob?
It was Bob.
Bob the fucking caveman is like, hey, I need your fucking work. And he's a motherfucker.
Ugg was the one that did it.
Yeah.
Bob the caveman.
Yeah.
It was from
It was a
what
podcast.
3 items would you bring back to
The past.
past to
The most
The
interesting
best
one
thing
was
there was
the
Skylar.
box
Bag
of
of-
the box
A
of
bag of
mouse traps.
mousetraps.
a bag.
It was a bag of mousetraps.
But you just
And we're like, what purpose would you have for bringing back?
I love his response, which was, "I'm not trying to get raped." He was like, "Y'all are thinking of things that'll be useful. You're not worrying about like your own defense or whatever." He was like, "I'd use them to stop him," and I said that he would just tie a mousetrap to the end of like a stick with a string, and it would just be flipping it at people.
Yeah, you actually probably ought to listen to that one. That was hilarious.
That's pretty good.
Amazing.
Sindel. I talked to my brother. My brother's favorite episode that we ever did was the Mad Max. How would you survive in the Mad Max universe?
Oh, yeah?
Which I thought was funny because I don't remember that episode being particularly funny, but apparently he thought it was hilarious. Sindel was a giant hornet. Smoke was a silhouette of a bull. Smoke human form. That was Cyborg. Human form, he was a porcupine. How does that make sense? Smoke, human, porcupine. Smoke, cyborg, bull.
Silhouette of a bull.
Yeah. Sonya Blade was a hawk. Oh, this guy fucking wins it. Stryker is a Tyrannosaurus Rex. That wins it in my mind.
He only
Everybody
eats
knows
half
how I
of it.
felt about Dino King. All right.
That's another thing. They probably made that like Tyrannosaurus Rex for Reptile, and then same thing. Sean or whatever his damn name is.
Stryker.
No, the intern, the fictional intern.
Oh,
he's just like,
Bob?
you know what?
Bob.
Fuck my boss.
No, yeah,
Yeah,
Bob.
Bob's the boss. Yeah, Bob's the boss. Except Bob is not a boss. And then
Ugg's
Sub-Zero.
the intern.
Sub-Zero is a polar bear.
So that at least makes sense.
That makes sense. That's what I was thinking. Like
I
I've never seen it.
kind of like Sub-Zero's the most then.
I
That
kind
is
of
a
wanted
polar bear?
Sub-Zero to be
Yeah.
the penguin.
You could ride him into battle.
Yeah. I don't like penguins all that much.
Oh, they have a fucking gallery. Oh, this is happening. This is the thing
Yeah,
that's happening.
boy.
Here's reptiles, chimpanzee. If you guys have not looked this up, look this shit up here.
Listen, dude. I've played some Mortal Kombat in my day.
He's so tiny. Why would you even run from that? And then here's the T-Rex. He looks like he's made a Laffy fucking taffy. He looks like a candy T-Rex.
Yes.
What else we got going on? Ad.
Let's see, Stryker would be a pretty damn interesting
Bob
person to
isn't wrong
have,
with that.
although he is really trigger happy
that
with
the
that
bat?
damn SMG.
That is
Electric eels. Okay.
Yeah.
That doesn't look like electric eels. That
It just looks like
black
Paul
lines.
Poop.
Well,
Oh,
actually,
shit.
did Stryker have an SMG or did he just have a pistol?
Oh,
It just looks like lines.
Pistols.
Okay, he just had a...
Then the kangaroo, Johnny Cage's kangaroo. That's great. The penguin. Look how tiny he is. He's so tiny.
I don't even understand why that's...
Wah, wah.
Newt Newt.
This is probably picking up every time I slide this. That's the tiniest elephant I've ever seen in my entire life. That's such a tiny elephant.
It
This
is.
is Dumbo sized.
There's a dragon. It's a pussy ass looking dragon. All right, whatever. We're done here. Anyways, guys, I think that about wraps it up. Let's go through final choice. Who's your final choice?
Sub-Zero.
Sub-Zero. He's also my final choice.
Sub-Zero.
I'm still going to go with Kano. Be like a solid drinking buddy right there, tarantula aside.
He'd get fucking smashed. So
Would you
hard.
be like, the rule here is you just can't turn into the spider.
He'd be like, but fucking Stryker's turned into a fucking T-Rex. And I'll be like, he's not a fucking spider. But I'm still me, man. I will fucking kill you, Kano. Don't you dare.
Don't make me get the raid.
I will fucking murder you. You should have been a fucking kangaroo, you Australian shit.
But no, Ugg,
But he's like,
to spite Bob, switched him around.
yeah. He's just like, Johnny Cage already had the fucking kangaroo. Well, then you should have killed him and taken it. We don't like Johnny. We bring him because he brings the bitches. And he pays for this. He pays for all the liquor.
Johnny Cage's animality should have just been Johnny Cage.
It's Johnny Caging it up.
Yeah.
It's just Johnny Cage, but he has like a foam Johnny Cage head on that's much bigger.
I feel like that would have been the perfect animality.
All right.
I wish that they had made Johnny Cage Mortal Kombat's version of Dan from Street Fighter.
Just like, what do you mean? I don't. play
Dan
fighting
from
games
Street
at all.
Fighter is basically the Ken and Ryu character, but like the joke version. Like, he's like a popular martial artist, but he's not actually talented. He's the Hercule of the game.
Oh, okay.
One of his like taunts is he throws an autograph at
Satan?
people and shit. Yeah.
I'd
He's
be okay
a
with that.
joke character, and like anytime you're like fighting him, he's probably wearing like boxing gloves and like
Dude.
the kickboxing armor and shit, so that you don't fuck him up.
I don't like fighting games, but you know, it'd make me buy a Mortal Kombat is if they put Hercule in it. If they put Hercule as like the DLC character, I'd be so in, dude. I'd buy that just to download and play as Hercule. It'd be so good.
You get online and just play against people as Hercule.
Yeah, especially if they
so
did
weird
special
though.
cutscenes.
Dude, in Dokkan Battle, I'm seriously working to build up my Hercule team.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
It would be so weird to see like a really realistic render
of Hercule. No, they can do cartoony. I don't give a shit. Like, they can literally. I would just want to see like the interactions. I want to see like he goes to fight somebody and somebody's like, I'm gonna rip out your skull and fucking eat it, and then I'm gonna shit it out. I'm gonna shove it in your mouth again that I just fucking ate and shit, or whatever. And he's gonna be like, I'm scared. He's gonna piss himself or something like that.
But yeah, it's just like seeing
this is Dan.
Oh yeah, he looks ridiculous.
But yeah,
He
just
looks-
like seeing realistic renderings of.
I've never played Street Fighter, so
Oh, I love some Street Fighter.
I don't like fighting games in general.
I
Really.
know, but seeing like realistic
I like Mortal
renderings of
Kombat.
cartoonish characters in fighting
That's it.
games is weird. Did y'all ever see? I forget which fighting game it was in, but something that Capcom obviously had their toe dipped in. But the realistic Mega Man. is
I know
creepy
the
as
game that you're talking about.
sin.
It's SpongeBob Fight for Bikini Bottom.
I hated the SpongeBob graphics on video games.
I think it was
Battle
one of
for
the, I
Bikini
think it was
Bottom,
one
I
of the Capcom
apologize.
Yeah.
versus Marvel fighting games, but they had like this super realistic like Mega Man, and he's like this chubby dude. And like,
Oh no, that was Tekken X Street Fighter.
okay, that's what it was. Because what it was is they ripped the
It was
live artwork.
He was
from the
entirely
original
a
Mega
joke character. Yeah,
Man. Yeah, it was just so creepy seeing that.
yeah. That was Street Fighter X Tekken. That's what that was.
I want all the major companies to put their shit aside and make one fighting game that just has like every character you really want in it.
Because Marvel vs. Capcom, they're actually pretty serious with their characters.
So like do two mascots from each thing. So you have your Tekken mask, two guys from Tekken, like your two main guys or whatever that you want. And then you do that for all the fighting franchises.
So you want PlayStation All Stars, but better.
Yeah, with all like an all-star fighting squad. But then you put in like two
All of the
characters
Mega
from
Man's
each one
got
of them.
like a belly for Street Fighter X Tekken.
But then you put in like, Nintendo, you get Mario and you get Pikachu and they're fucking Mewtwo or somebody. And then you go to Xbox and you get fucking, I don't know what
Master
Xbox.
Chief
Master
and
Chief
You're talking about Soul Calibur?
I guess Connect Sports character.
Because Soul Calibur did crap like that all the time.
no, we're just talking.
We're talking about like in general, like a massive
You know what I
game
really
of that.
want to pick up the new Tekken game?
He's basically wanting a all fighting game, all video games version of Dissidia, where it's like the two characters like from each basically thing.
Yeah.
Well, they did an anime fighting game that was like that, where it had like Luffy and Naruto
Yeah,
and Dragon Ball Z
J-Stars.
characters and shit like
Yeah,
that.
I have
J-Stars.
J-Stars.
Yeah. I remember seeing that and I was like, oh, that's dope as hell.
I actually bought J-Stars off Chrisio.
But there is a fighting game where you could see, Link versus Heihachi or whatever. It's called
Well, yeah.
Mugen.
Well, I was gonna say you could just get one of the Soul Caliburs. You can get the GameCube Soul Calibur.
No,
Pretty sure.
But yeah, you can literally find a game
Mugen,
on the
yeah.
internet called Mugen, and you could end up being like, Homer Simpson versus friggin' Pinhead from Hellraiser. Fuck it.
Yeah,
Homer Simpson will win. That dude can't be killed.
Yeah, that's true.
Homer Simpson's made of rubber and fuck it.
He would dumb his way through the
So
whole...
let me go on a little bit of a rant. All right, to close this out. I should actually close this out before I go on this rant, but fuck it, I'm doing it. We'll edit it if you guys think
doing
it's
it
too
live?
offensive.
We're doing it live.
Fuck it, I'm doing it live. So I go on BuzzFeed today, right?
Okay.
And they have a quiz because I like to take BuzzFeed quizzes when I'm bored. And they have a BuzzFeed quiz of like who would win in a fight or whatever. And I go into it and like I'm clicking through it or whatever. And one of them is who would win in a fight, Homer Simpson or Marge Simpson? And 63% of people thought Marge would win. And I was like, are you fucking stupid? Did you see the fight between Homer Simpson and George W. Senior in that episode? Like, he would murder Marge with his bare hands. Like, he would choke her to death. He would grab her, like, he'd wrap, like, her giant blue hair around one, fist and then just use that to ping pong her fucking face into his
Like
fist.
a paddle ball?
Like, it would be destructive. Homer can't be stopped. It's okay, though, because they did, like, a couple like that where it was, like, this woman versus this man, and it was like 98% women or whatever voted. You know what I mean? It's just like, I don't remember what the other one was, but that specific one made me mad because I'm like, we know how destructive Homer can be. We have no reason to believe Marge can be like.
Now you just have to give us a badass Marge episode.
The most badass Marge episode is probably the one where she became a cop.
The thing is, Marge has that like 2-pack a day voice. You know, she probably did some shit back in the younger days. Come on.
Well, she didn't. That's the whole deal. They got married right out of high school.
Yeah.
And when she was a little kid, she was very timid because her sisters were such dicks.
Because her sisters were like the dick stompers.
Yeah.
So how far off topic have we?
We've gotten really, really far off topic. But hold on, I'm going to find this real quick so I can determine what the other one was. Yeah. I need to figure this out. That was which Simpsons family member would it be? I'm just going to look it up.
I'm sure it's not been posted 3 million times on BuzzFeed.
Of course not. It's
Fight. Hold on. I'm sure this is super interesting to listen to.
Oh, absolutely.
Can you tell if this is UFC fight or gay porn?
What?
It's a close-up of a dude's face. And there's another dude like on top of him. And
Sometimes I love BuzzFeed.
can you tell what, like, that's crazy to me. All right, who would win this fight? Who would win? Let's try that. Because BuzzFeed, I love that you search BuzzFeed and then like it doesn't show like the most recent shit or anything like that. It just shows random fucking garbage for no apparent reason.
Who would win in a fight, Dumbledore or Gandalf?
Ooh.
Dumbledore.
You mother.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Hold on.
Yeah, I'd say Dumbledore because
Gandalf is more about illusions and stuff.
Ooh, illusions. I'm just saying. Illusions.
Here's the thing. Fucking Gandalf doesn't really cast spells. He just holds his stick and some things happen occasionally.
All right, I found it.
Who would win in a fight?
It was Jughead or Archie, which I don't watch that new fucking shit. That's the stupidest thing. Then something from Orange is the New Black. Then the Homer, blah, blah, blah. Hold on. There's another one that I thought was crazy. Oh, Frank Underwood versus Claire Underwood. Was the other man versus woman one from House of Cards.
House of Cards.
I don't know who those are.
It's Kevin Spacey versus Robin Wright.
I would. To me, that one actually is kind of tough because they're both conniving sons of bitches.
I mean, the thing is that I'm pretty sure Frank would win that fight. Like, Frank went to a military academy. Like, he...
Oh, yeah.
You know, he's a good old Southern boy. You know what I mean? Like, I imagine that he'd be able to fight more than a debutante from Texas. But let's see the percentages
Got no
here.
horse in that race.
58-42. It was much worse earlier. It's balanced now more. But last time that I looked at it, it was like 68% said Claire Underwood would win. And I'm like, I don't think that's factually accurate at all. Anyways, enough of that. Thank you guys for listening.
Finish it!
Oh, shit. What's my up, down, up, left, back, BA, up, A?
Up, down,
Fuck, I
down,
fucked it up.
left,
Let's do it
right,
again.
left,
Shit, he fell over. Got it. All right, I guess I'm going to have to do this again. Fight! Just repeat the podcast again completely.
Round 2.
We'll loop it.
I do want to thank you guys for listening. This is the Loud Table Podcast. We are part of the Loud Table Productions Podcast Network. We upload content 5 days a week or however many days a week we fucking upload shit. Fuck it. Go check out all our other stuff. We just launched a new-ish podcast doing an old thing again, which is Moms from the Grow Up Podcast. It's a Futurama podcast. If you like Futurama, go check that shit out.
It's new retro about new retro.
Yeah, dude. Does Young Metro trust you? Does Young Metro trust you? You can follow. You can email us, loudtableproductions@gmail.com. Tell us who you think would be the best to party with in Mortal Kombat. Also, tell me how I'm a sexist piece of shit for talking about how a man will beat a woman in a fight. I know that's coming.
Yeah, you're
a misogynist.
Yeah, I'm okay with it. I openly admit I'm a misogynist at this point. I'm okay with it. Why are you? You're such a misogynist, Matt Gadry. Why? Because I believe in equal rights for women. Yes.
We probably shouldn't go here.
I'm just saying. I accept it.
I know your opinion here, but I don't think it should be on air.
I'm just saying.
We're
Matt Gadry
we're
wants
not
equal
good
rights for
enough
everybody.
right now for.
So
this
says
kind of
you.
backlash.
This is what the people want. All right, guys, but I do want to thank you for listening. You can follow us on Twitter, LoudTableProd, PROD, LoudTable_Productions on Instagram, LoudTable Productions on Facebook.
Yeah.
We have a subreddit. You can rate and comment on iTunes. You
See,
can
I'm not the
sub
only one
on
that fucks it up
YouTube. I haven't fucked up. I haven't misworded anything. Well, you can follow us on Twitter. I am at Gadryross. That's GADRYROSS.
And I'm at Chris_Bogard.
I'm at Anthony Hagen 13.
And I am at The Wolf Among Us. That's Wolf with an E.
And Chuck's working on it.
Chuck's dead, I'm pretty sure.
Chuck ain't dead. He was in an auto accident, but he's aight.
Oh, he definitely did. That boy did.
Dodged
Did the
dodged
shoes
a
come
deer.
off?
Chuck, you did?
Dodged
I say
a
you,
deer,
he
hit a
did.
wall.
The shoes come off, you did.
What is that from?
That's
I
Family
say
Guy.
you, he did.
It's Family Guy.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was
man.
The KFC.
Yeah,
Why do
it was
I
a
know that?
KFC skit.
The Colonel. What's the matter? I say you dead.
Yeah, why do I know that? I don't watch Family Guy ever.
Probably from us.
I hate Family Guy.
That is my favorite skit in the entire show, and
That's
just
one of
like-
the few things I like from Family Guy. I'm a huge American Dad fan, though.
yeah.
American Dad's just a much wittier show, I feel like.
Basically,
They
anything
haven't devolved into the stupid shit.
anything that dude touches, I'm done with. Basically, the second Seth MacFarlane's involved in anything, I'm just like done. Like, there's an episode of The Simpsons or whatever, like cross Family Guy, and I can't even do that. And I'm the biggest Simpsons fan that's ever lived.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm ridiculously over the top. James is chuckling about something.
What are you
over there.
giggling about? You
I
have
wish
any
we
Grandpa
went
Mate?
through the whole closing procedure. We went back.
Yeah, it's fine. We're a free flow, baby. But yeah, guys, I do want to thank you for
We're
listening.
sharks.
Until next time, we don't have necks. Until next time, I need a catchphrase.
Fatality.
Babality.
Get over here for a beer. That just makes me think of like the gentleman. Behold, Scorpion. Get over here. Get over here. I got blowing beer, baby. And
Turns into Dorg.
Torque and Torque's like, and explosions! Blowjobs! Blowjobs! And then Stone Cold Steve Austin is like, give her hell yeah! Hell yeah! And then he's the rattlesnake, and then him and fucking Scorpion fight.
Hulk Hogan out of nowhere.
I'm done with this conversation.
Are you saying you're out of here?
What?
Goose no!